1, 2, 3.
Welcome.
Yeah, where's Tammy?
Let's get on with
Let's
the
do
show.
it. Let's go.
We all live on this place called Earth.
Yes. Yes, some of us more terrestrially.
Yes.
Some of us, our minds have probably left this place, but we've all at least been here.
Yep. We all live on this beautiful blue marble, and we're celebrating that today.
Yep.
You need to take your shoes off and walk around grass.
Yeah.
No, not now.
Oh.
There's no grass here. There's no earth here. But thank you. No, that's not. You needed to feel the earth.
Okay.
You become one with the earth's frequency, and everything swings perfectly again in this perfect frequency. So, just saying, earthing.
I do drinking, and I feel like that brings me
that's it.
right back
That
into
works
it.
as well.
I do drinking.
Yeah.
I take my shoes off.
Yes.
I put them into some scotch.
Yes.
And then I drink whatever else is left.
I like that, yeah. Okay. If
It
that
helps my
works.
swings.
Hey.
Yeah. So I figure
Yeah.
if we're doing earthing,
Yes.
if we're doing things created for Earth,
Yeah.
why not make some cocktails where we are literally ripping things out of the earth
Yeah.
that we are then going to, instead of going through our feet,
Yeah.
right through our mouth holes,
Through our bellies.
through our bellies.
Yeah.
I have brought in 3 cocktails today that will all be using at least some aspects of ground, like root vegetables.
Yeah.
So,
Grown from the earth.
right. Technically, I don't know what ginger is. Is
Grown
ginger,
from the earth.
But is it a vegetable? I literally have no idea what a
I get a root vegetable, yes,
Yeah.
for sure. It's like a root more than anything.
yeah, I don't.
Yeah, it's a root vegetable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Way to
When
go,
in
ginger.
doubt, sound convincing.
That's right, I guess. Yeah, when in doubt, on the internet, always
Yes.
say whatever you think, because the internet is very forgiving.
yeah.
When we say things like
Yeah.
that. Famously so. So after a day of, let's say, earthing
Yeah.
or drinking,
Yeah.
You wake up the next day, you're feeling a little slow.
Yeah.
Feeling a little beat up.
Yeah.
Beat up.
Yeah.
You see where I'm going with this. Feeling a little rough. Some people call them hangovers. People all the time. There are a couple questions that bartenders get asked constantly.
Okay.
Why do you put it in this glass? What does that mean? Do you shake or stir this one? Those are some, but the one question that we get asked all the time is, how do you cure a hangover? How do you cure a You are a person that deals, that basically
Is
lives.
it the hair of the dog?
Well, there are lots of different ways,
Yeah.
but hair of the dog is certainly one way
Really?
to do it. I mean, that really is where cocktails came from. They were the bitters and the sugar and the stuff. That's all meant to get you back into your life. So I'm gonna have you make this first one.
Okay.
This one is called the Hangover Beet-er.
Beet-er. Beet-er. Yeah.
So we're using beets.
Yeah.
So go ahead and grab. We're gonna grab a low ball.
Oh,
right over there.
you're doing it in the glass.
Making it in glass. The last thing I feel like on earth you need if you are dealing with a hangover is to have more dishes to wash. There's never been any good. So we're gonna start off over here with this handsome fella. We're starting off with some gin because gin will cover all of your clears that you drank the night before. So like
Okay.
your clear rums, your vodkas, your obviously gins.
Tequila shots.
Tequilas,
All
your
that
tequilas,
stuff.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
Or your sort of overly distilled stuff. So what we're gonna do again. Last thing you want to do on a hangover day is overthink anything.
Okay.
Equal parts. So just go ahead and pour in 1 jigger's worth.
Well, which side?
Depends on how big you want it. There you go. I figured that's that.
My
figured the big side.
hangover is big.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's cure the big hangover.
Next thing we're gonna be grabbing is an Amaro.
Ooh.
This is called. Can you pronounce that?
Well, there's 2 ways.
Yeah.
You probably say Cynar.
I do not.
say Cynar.
Oh, both wrong. Cynar.
Potatoes.
Yes, for sure. But however, it's not made of potatoes even a little bit. I actually don't know what the base spirit
Grapes,
is.
I'd say.
Maybe, probably, but the flavor is artichoke. So it's actually bittered by artichoke. So when you're eating an artichoke, you have to clip off the bitter little tips.
Yeah.
That's how you bitter Cynar. Most people say it sort of tastes like Fernet was fermented.
Yeah.
There are 2 different versions of it too. I'm using the 70 proof. There is a lower proof version of it, but
we're professionals. Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
one full-on jigger of that.
So okay, still equal
Same
parts.
thing, all equal parts.
Okay, I'm slowly regretting this.
3 ingredients, all equal parts.
Okay.
Nice and simple. Last thing, and you have it sitting right in front of you, is the one thing that I have found that always seems to help me, which is beet juice. So I was up all last night.
I mean, that's if anything gets super earthy, it's beets.
Beets. Well, you know, surprisingly though, so Cynar is sort of the same thing. Cynar has this, it smells very bitter. Gin has this thing where like it smells very fragrant, but in the end, there is some sweetness to all of these things.
Okay.
So this cocktail, while it may seem like it's about to just like knock one of your teeth out, it actually is very smooth and easy.
Okay.
So again, 1 full jigger.
It's true. I mean, every super healthy smoothie, you go to Jumper Juice and all these places, and like, I just want the healthiest thing. It's a bunch of kale and spinach, and then it's beets. I mean, beets is, and it's supposed to be an acquired taste,
Right.
which I haven't acquired yet.
Not yet.
But it is a superfood. It really is. I just wish I could acquire the taste of dirt.
Big Beets is going to come at you very angrily here soon.
Convince me to make beets taste great.
I just had this dropped off, special order. We're going to go ahead and throw in 1 large ice cube. Now,
I don't know if
this is going to be tough.
Here.
Yeah, I would just Tammy handle it. There you go. Careful. Hey, we did it. That is a perfect situation for a hangover.
Fantastic.
It creates a liquid that stains very quickly. So now that you have, in your hungover state, cleaned up the entire counter before that beet juice seeps in and just becomes a permanent fixture, now it's time to have a drink.
Stir around or anything? Nothing?
You know, I think the ice dropping was probably helpful in there. I think it definitely... The explosion.
Yes, I'm going to go right in.
Hit it.
Let's see how this works out. Cheers, everyone. It smells like dirt. Actually, that's not bad.
Yeah. Listen,
it's not bad.
It is a hangover cure. It is meant, usually it's meant to be just dropped.
I mean, gotta say, still a little dirty.
Yeah.
Still a little earthy. But not as bad as I thought.
Okay.
I mean, if this cures your hangover.
Right.
All right, so earthy drink number 2.
Earthy drink number 2, and again, I feel like there are some classics that we have covered before, but don't like really get deep into or like start to dissect. There is a great drink called the Gold Rush.
Oh yeah.
Really, really nice whiskey, lemon, honey. Really nice. Good way to build a cocktail upon. There's a man named Sam Ross, one of the great living bartenders today. Started at Milk and Honey's, gone all over the place doing stuff. He created another cocktail based on that he calls the penicillin. Basically takes, instead of the bourbon or the rye, the American whiskey, switches that out for a blended scotch. And instead of just the honey, he actually sweetens it with some ginger. On top of that, he puts a spray of some Islay Scotch. Islay Scotch, of course, the smoky stuff that we all know. Yeah. Fantastic cocktail, really, really nice. Since he has a play on the Gold Rush called penicillin, I'm now playing back again on his, and we are creating one step further, just the logical conclusion to, I feel like, this trio. I have a cocktail called the Antiseptic.
Ooh.
Not a great name for a cocktail, I will say, but the penicillin isn't a great name for a cocktail either. If you really think about like what penicillin is.
Call it antibacterial.
I could have called it all kind. I could have literally just called it
Lysol.
Yeah, I could have called it a Scotch Fernet Sour and been done with it. So let's begin here on this one. We are going to start off here with a lemon. We need 3/4 of an ounce of that.
All right.
Pretty basic build on this cocktail. The only thing that we're changing out really is the top and the base. So 3/4 of an ounce of this right there. There we go. 3/4 of an ounce of this right here. There it is. Right there. Now the next thing you need in here gonna be this guy. Now, I made this
What
at
is
home.
that?
This is ginger honey. So this is runny honey, but it has ginger in it. So very simple to make this at home. You take 1 part sugar, or 1 part honey, 1 part water. You heat that up. Just let that go for a while. Throw some ginger in there as it's sort of heating, and then
simmering?
simmering.
Yeah.
Turn that heat off. Let the ginger sit in there.
Okay.
It'll infuse this ginger flavor in here. I like to put just the ginger in here, so I remember. I also got out my label maker yesterday.
Wow.
I have a freaking label maker at my house.
No more pens.
Well,
Still pens.
this is a one-time. I'm never doing this again.
This is very new.
There is- yeah.
Actually take the time to put a label.
Can I just say to the label makers out there,
Yes.
it's a very silly thing, the label maker.
I love label making. I would label everything just because it's fun.
I can't take it.
Okay.
So we're gonna be putting in 3/4 of an ounce of ginger honey.
Okay. How much ginger do you need to make that?
About like, so ideal.
Like an inch, 1/4 inch?
Yeah, I
Not
deal
inch,
in
like
nubbins
yeah.
of ginger.
half thumb's worth.
Yeah, so you're gonna need 3 little half thumbs.
Okay.
Go ahead and put in that. Right there. So now we don't just have honey, now we have some ginger that's going to help.
Ginger from the earth.
From the earth.
We're earthing again.
We are on theme currently.
Yes.
Now, normally you would save this guy. This is the peated Scotch. This is an Islay Scotch that smells, the way that I describe it is like bandages in a good way.
Oh yeah.
It's got that smoke. It's got that.
Yeah, the first thing that hits you is like first aid kit.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it's like, ooh, alcohol.
Alcohol, yeah. Yeah, for sure. That's coming from the peat,
Yes.
which is helping us malt the barley that goes in here. We're only gonna be putting in 1.5 ounces.
Yeah.
Of this,
But they do say what you smell is things that happens to you. So when you smell this, you know you are taking care of yourself. You're healing. Yes.
Can that be true?
I just made
Drinking
it up.
a lot of scotch is-
Again, when in doubt,
When in
sound
doubt,
convincing.
just say it out
See?
loud on the
Almost
internet.
convinced you with that. Thank you so much.
I did think about it for a second. I had to imagine.
Yeah, see? That's the nonsense you can say.
I love every second of that. I'll fill this up with some ice. Give it a nice, easy shake.
Shake it like it owes you money, Kush.
That's right.
Oh, okay. It's a lot of money.
Could use some money right now. Give it to me, buddy. We're going to go ahead and pour this in through here.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, right? Now, the last step, and I feel like a lot of people miss this on the penicillin as well. A lot of bartenders just consider the penicillin to be a gingery Scotch version of this. But there is one extra part, and it's always makes a penicillin so nice, is the spray of Islay Scotch on top, so you get just that smoke nose. I had to find something else, because I can't just spray more Scotch on top of Scotch.
More Band-Aids.
Well, yeah, Band-Aids. This, I feel like this is my healing power right here.
Oh, okay.
This right here is a little spray of Fernet.
Ah.
So now I have a little Fernet spray.
Yeah.
Put as much as you like. If you love Fernet, just get it. But obviously 3 would probably be good, but you and I are Fernet people, so why not just get it in
Go
there.
to town.
So now, instead of having that shot of Scotch in your nose, you will have this Butte right here, which will be the smell of Fernet.
Okay, so instead of the smokiness, we're gonna get that herbaceous.
Yeah.
And I said it the American way. Herbaceous.
Herbaceous, yeah, drop that H.
The herby kind of smell.
Herby.
That's how I would say
Yep.
it. So let's see. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I want to do something right now. I made a little garnish.
Oh, good.
Made a little garnish.
Oh, fun.
If that's okay for everybody.
I love it.
I took carrots
Yeah.
and made little roses.
Ooh.
Can you see that? And this is so easy to
Yeah.
do. Right? I'm gonna just put this on here, just like that. There you go.
Greg is a professional camera dude.
And it's so easy to do. You just take a carrot and a peeler,
Yeah.
and then you just do one of these guys, right? You just do this.
You handle that so nicely. You know, that's the
you.
bartender's least favorite tool right there, that peeler.
It's my, well, no, the blender's my least favorite.
Well, but you've never lost a finger to a blender.
That's true. How would you lose a finger to a
so
peeler,
it's not
to a potato
fingers.
peeler?
It's not fingers. It's actually this. So
little
bartenders,
skin thing.
the bartenders peel. For some reason, bartenders forever peel like this.
Yeah.
They move.
Yeah.
They move the peeler, and unfortunately, like you lose half, and you get this part. So most bartenders, like you can tell, I've hit mine a couple times. It is very. It's just like it's hard.
Yeah.
Right here, I've been giving.
Yeah.
Just so we all know.
Yeah.
Don't ever move the peeler. Always move the fruit. Always just move the fruit. The peeler should never ever move.
Anyway, so you do that, and then you just roll it up like this little guy here, right? So you can see this right here, and then you just pierce it with a sticker.
A sticker, I call
as
them.
you call it,
Yep.
or a little toothpick, and then you can make these beautiful little rose garnishes
I love
there,
them.
right? So that's pretty easy.
Oh, I won't eat that then.
Oh, well, I can make you another one.
No. I'll
Make you another one later on.
I'll have carrots later.
Carrots later on.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what do you call it?
I call it the antiseptic.
Antiseptic.
I'm still in the market for a new name if somebody has a better name for it, but
No germs.
no germs.
Cheers. Smells good. Smells smoky and fernety.
Yep.
Oh, and the garnish for them. Oh yeah, wow. Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That'll kill your bacteria.
Yeah, there's no way that anything is gonna live.
Throat?
No way anything's gonna live through that cocktail.
No, that's the thing. These would be great. Let me take this out so I can actually take a proper sip.
Yeah. I feel like most people that are new-ish to bars, like know enough to get themselves in trouble, would see Fernet and Scotch and like a smoky Islay Scotch,
Yeah.
and would say, you know what,
No.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I feel like this is like a sneaky drink. This is like on the secret menu. That's
Absolutely.
one of those, yeah.
Yeah. This is one of those in and out.
This is animal style.
This is animal style,
Yeah.
protein style.
Right.
And they have more secret things on their menu.
Honestly, that's a great name for this cocktail.
Animal style?
The animal style.
Oh, animal style. That's a good one.
Heck
I
yeah.
think so. Yep. This is the secret menu situation. And it's tricky too because obviously with you spraying the Fernet, you get this like nice sort of herby flavor in your nostrils, but then you taste the smokiness.
Right.
See? But we're earthing all day long.
All day long.
We're drinking healthy.
Yeah.
We're cleansing.
You're basically become a superhuman after these.
Beets and ginger and whatnot.
Yeah.
Carrots and all.
Speaking of carrots, at a Starbucks, they make something called the pumpkin spice latte.
Yes.
And they never put any pumpkin in it.
No.
There's no pumpkin. It's just the spices.
Yeah.
Well, carrot cake also has a spice. It's subtly different, more vanilla.
Well, there's actual real carrot in it.
Yes, of course, but
Yeah.
the spice is what really gives it to you. So
True.
I have, for our next cocktail, that I'm calling the Wascally Wabbit, this is carrot cake syrup,
What?
which uses 0 carrots. There is just no carrot in here. It is all the spices from a carrot cake, so we are basically getting
I need
the
to smell.
flavor of carrot cake, but without using any carrots. So in the future, if we don't have carrots left, we will always have the spices for carrots left.
Oh, can you make a candle of this?
Yes. I had literally no idea how to make a candle.
So good. That is carrot cake in a bottle.
But carrot cake in a bottle. So let's begin to build this one. We're gonna start off over here. We want something nice and dry as our base. We're gonna start off with 1.5 ounces of rye. This
Okay.
is Old Overholt, one of the oldest distilleries in the United States, and certainly one of the oldest ryes.
Old rye.
This was a favorite of Billy the Kid's,
Ooh.
his favorite whiskey. Next thing, I wanted to sort of elongate this cocktail a touch by finding interesting stuff. This is Madeira.
Oh. One of George Washington's favorite things.
Yeah, there you go. So Madeira, we're gonna throw in 1/2 ounce of Madeira so that we're sort of supplementing some vermouth. We're basically like throwing in vermouth.
Yeah.
That was my
Yeah,
thought on it.
I
At
get
least.
it.
We have our rye.
Yep.
Of course, we have our vermouth.
Yep.
If we're starting on a Manhattan, we're gonna need some bitters in here at some point.
True.
So what bitters would we use? Well, there's all kinds of bitters that we can use. But since I already had the Fernet spray out, I figured we would do a Fernet as our vermouth right here. So, as our bitter.
Yeah.
So grab your Fernet, 1/2 ounce of Fernet.
Okay.
This is where we get into our carrot cake.
Plop.
Plop. We need 1/2 ounce of a carrot cake syrup.
Yeah.
What you really, though, when you have a carrot cake, what do you want? you want the frosting. That's the best part of a carrot
true.
cake. So obviously I won't be putting any frosting in here. Instead, I will be giving it sort of that feel with a full egg. There we go. Full egg cracked in a separate vessel.
It's interesting that you're using a full egg, not just the egg white.
I really wanted to make this into like a thick situation, like a moist, thick situation.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's why we went full egg. This ends up being like a flip.
Yeah.
Right there. Now I am gonna just take a touch of this. This is just salt. Just gonna pinch a touch of salt in there.
Okay.
Baking, you always use salt in baking. It's just not to make this
spices.
Yeah, not to make this cocktail salty, but to sort of bring some of these to life.
Yeah.
So we're gonna give this a dry shake. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Yep. That baby dry shake.
Yeah.
Smell pretty good so far. Next thing I want to put in is the stuff for a wet shake. Some ice. And big shake. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Smell like carrot cake?
You know, this is not the most carrot cake flavored thing of all time.
I just need that hint.
Yeah, it'll be there.
That little subtle.
It'll certainly be there. We want to take our Hawthorne strainer. We want to go nice and slow. And when you do egg stuff, any kind of foam stuff, you don't want to be pulling it up, pulling it down. You want to keep it nice and close so that you aren't creating a bunch of bubbles.
And it's got to set, right? You'll see the froth sort of build at the top.
Yeah, so like if you start doing this, you'll start to see like how even one little drop starts to like affect the front. Mm-hmm. I want to keep it nice and close to there. Then we're gonna take just a little nutmeg.
Yep.
We just want to
Little meg of the nut.
On top of here. I like to put the nutmeg just on one side of it. Let me just put this right here. There we go. Put the nutmeg on one side of it so you aren't, at least on your first few, you aren't just like taking a big old bunch of nutmeg to the face. And then why not just a touch more salt right over here. Salt all the way through. And there we have it. This is a cocktail called the Wascally Wabbit. The Wascally Wabbit.
I mean, it looks beautiful.
It's a good looking cocktail, yeah.
Very good looking cocktail.
Yeah.
Let's see what this tastes like. Cheers! It smells delicious.
Yeah, right?
This is a really great one, Kush.
Yeah.
You did a fantastic.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that's trying to get those proportions right, trying to find the the right stuff. The Madeira was kind of a weird stroke of
No, but it suits. It gives that little bit of sweetness that balances out with the salt that you put in there.
Sure.
But then you get that subtle little I'm just some carrot cake passing through. Just don't mind me, just passing through here. It's like, how is there carrot cake in here? You know what I mean? It gives you that little surprise carrot cake.
It's on its way to Albuquerque.
Yeah, probably. We don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Let me bring these right back out here. This is the sequence here.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll bring my little... I'm going to pick my favorites.
Okay, go ahead.
Love them all.
Yeah.
But it is going to be the Wascally Wabbit.
The Wascally Wabbit.
Has won the day.
Yes.
It's, home run.
Home run.
All the way.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. OMG.
Thank you, Kirsch.
Welcome, Tam.
You're just so good at what you do. Thank you, and thank you for tuning in. We love you so much. I'm Tammy Harrison. This is Scott Cushman. Until next time, cheerio.